So I just got out of the Black Phone 2. I thought it was pretty incredible. I'll say first off, I had a really unusual theater experience. I went to a theater that I don't normally go to, and people on my left were talking, had to get shushed. I wasn't the shusher, but hey, I'm glad it happened as they were not whispering. Back to the reaction. The Black Phone 2. It's everything that I could hope for a sequel to the Black Phone to be. I mean, Scott Derrickson has been flirting for a while with trying to create some sort of horror icon of the same ilk as like Freddy, Jason, Michael, Ghostface, Chucky, stuff like that. He did it with Bagul and Sinister, but it doesn't really feel like that caught on. But honestly, it feels like, and I know that Scott Derrickson didn't create The Grabber, it's an adaptation from Joe Hill, Stephen King's son, but Scott Derrickson and Ethan Hawke bringing this character to life, I think is really incredible. Just not just the character, but the world and the other characters within the world, I think are just really incredible. I loved seeing a return to this in such a new and different kind of way. It's more so in a kind of Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors way, where it's like you need to harness your dream power kind of a deal. Don't want to get too much into spoilers, but the way that this is constructed is very different from the first movie. It still involves talking on black phones and talking to the deceased in more ways than one, but I love how this is also about not getting rid of your inner trauma, because I don't think that's really possible, but overcoming it and like learning to live with it and not let it consume you and control your life, and helping to see the bright side and see the good in people and see that you can help, and even in small ways other people gain closure. And I thought it was particularly scary. Scott Derrickson is very good at using this film, the Super 8 kind of footage like you see in the Sinister with the snuff films and Sinister. He uses the same thing a lot in the two Black Phone films, and here he uses it to even greater effect. Such a really cool device of storytelling, and it just really made me tense. I loved the movie. I think it was really effective, and I can't wait to rewatch this. The Black Phone 2 is incredible. Scott Derrickson nailed this. It's such a cool sequel. It doesn't really retread anything from the first one. It just adds to it. I think that's what great sequels do. I love the performances. Ethan Hawke is great, but so are the other actors for sure, especially the little sister from the first movie, who is basically the main character in this one. I think this is just going to be one of those classic sequels. So if you get a chance, go check out the Black Phone 2. This isn't one that really stands on its own because it's really a reaction from the first movie. You got to go watch both. Yeah, go check out the Black Phone 2. Incredible.